Hey guys, the purpose of this video is to teach you a little bit about kickboxing. We're gonna go through stance, punches, and a few kicks. So let's get started. So let's start with our stance here. So in kickboxing, we're gonna have 1 foot forward and 1 foot back. So the foot that goes forward is the opposite of what your dominant hand is. So if your right hand is dominant, your left foot will go forward. If your other hand is dominant, your right foot will go forward. So my right hand is dominant, so I'm gonna put my left foot forward, just a slight step forward. Knees are soft, my back heel is off the ground. I have a really nice loose stance here. So with our shoulders, we're gonna round them forward. Our hands are up by our face. So this is our stance. You should feel nice and loose. You wanna make sure that you keep your hands up by your face the entire time. So if your stance is opposite, if you're left hand dominant, your right foot will be forward. So you can just switch stances. So go with whatever comfortable for you. I know I'm mirrored here, but for me, this is my left foot. So let's get back into stance here. Shoulders rolled forward. We've got a nice loose stance. Our knees are slightly bent. We're really light on our feet. So let's go over a few punches here. We're gonna start with a jab. Our jab comes from our front hand. So the foot that's in front, that's our jab hand. So when we jab, you punch forward and pull back. So my thumb is on the outside of my knuckles here. So we're gonna punch. Make sure that you rotate your hips and your shoulder. You look where you punch, pull back to your face. Jab, pull back to your face. Jab, back to your face. So that's your jab, always your front arm. Our cross is our back arm. So back in our stance here, when you cross, you rotate your hips, cross, back to your face. Always come back to your face. Cross, back to your face. So make sure you're rotating those hips. You get a lot of power from your hips and back. So jab, front leg, cross, back leg. And make sure, like I said, you're loose on your feet so you can rotate your hips. All right, so we have jab, we have cross. Let's go over our hooks. So hooks looks like this. So it feels like you're sliding your arm across a smooth tabletop. So we're here at shoulder height. Your elbow should be bent. Your wrist and your elbow are in line, so no like funky things with your wrist here. So in our stance, cross, make sure that you're moving your hips to that punch, hook. Make sure that you're moving those hips, and then hook with the back arm is just the same. Hook, back hook, front hook, back hook. Remember, after every punch, you bring your hands back to your face. Hook, 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 hook. Keep your core tight. You should feel a nice rotation through your hips. Remember, back heel's off the ground. Okay, so we have jab, cross, hook. Let's go over uppercuts. So uppercuts come from your hip. So upper looks like this. Still rotating the hips. We're like jabbing somebody under the chin. Uppercut. So make sure that you're taking that punch from your hip, up, up. So again, my wrist is in line with my elbow here, up and up. Uppercut. All right, so let's go over all 4 of those again. Ready? We have jab, front arm, cross, back arm, hook, like we're going across the tabletop, and uppercut, like we're hitting somebody in the bottom of the chin. All right, so that's all 4 of our punches. With our kicks, real quick, these are pretty easy. We're still in our stance here. We got our shoulders forward, hands up by our face. We have a front kick, comes from the front leg. We bring our knee up, and then we extend our foot out, then we come back down. So foot comes up and out. Knee first, and then you extend that foot. So your weight shifts back to that back foot, up and kick out. So we can also do a kick with the back leg. So in this case, our weight is in our front leg. We bring that knee up and kick. And it helps here to use your hips with this. So I'm extending forward. You can see my body. You get a lot more power that way. So in our stance here, back kick, knee comes up, hips forward, hips forward. All right, so let's try a front kick again. Here we go, knee up, kick, and back down. So when you come back down, make sure you shift that weight back into that front foot, nice and light. We don't want to be off balance. All right, so when we kick with that back leg, remember, shift forward and extend those hips. And then bring that foot right back down, back into that fighting stance. All right, guys, that wraps it up for this Kickboxing 101 here. I hope this helps you with our kickboxing workouts. I'll see you back here next time. Bye, guys.